Well, good afternoon everyone and welcome to the shop. Today we're going to work on a little snow blower. It's a Toro, I believe. Kind of small, maybe 21 inch. I've had it out here for a couple of years. Started checking it out. It's got spark and the oil's up on it. Seems like it's got compression, but it's got a tank full of 3-year-old or so gas, so I got to drain that out. But we'll bring you along, see if we can bring this one back. So I'll flip you around and let you take a look at it. Alright, this is it. It's a Toro 3521. I think that stands for 3.5 horse, 21 inch. Let's grab a tape here. Yep, 21 inch. So it looks like maybe a Tecumseh. That's what I'm thinking. Doesn't have any labels on it, but that's why I think it has a little 3.5 Tecumseh on it. The electric crank works, and like I said, as I checked, it has spark. And the oil is up on it, and the compression, but it's got bad gas in it. So we're going to go ahead and pull that gas tank and see about getting that gas out of there. So that looks like about a 3/8 maybe. Yep. You can probably hear the heater running there in the corner. We were down to -9 at the airport last night. Well, this morning when I checked it, about 7:30. My son, he lives in the next town to the north. He said he was -20. That's Fahrenheit. So okay. Got an older style shutoff valve. Smells like varnish. Looks like there's something down in the tank there. It might just be a baffle or something. Yeah, it's a screen that goes to the tank. So, gas is kind of a light beer color. Good enough to clean parts in. So, I'm sure the carburetor is all plugged up, so we'll go ahead and yank that this carb off here and see what kind of condition it's in. It should be 5/16. There. And a couple of Phillips in front. Looks like the belt guard is off. Let's see if I can find one of them. I think I got a chart up here that tells me how to read these Tecumseh, or the Tecumseh number. We'll try to see what year this is. let's see, there's serial, SER. So the first two numbers is 61. I don't think it's a 61. That's the motor. The serial number on the body here is 7070. I don't know. Could be. I'll see if I can find that chart and cross-reference that number. I wouldn't prime because the primer hose has got a hole in it. Should we give it a little snort and see what it'll do? Pump can's probably empty. So we load that. Bone dry. Okay, I'll give her a couple squirts. Give her about half throttle. Okay, here we go. Well, she's trying. Kind of fog up the shop here. Let me open up a door. Alright, I think we'll just do a carb clean on it and see if that'll straighten it up. Maybe put some new primer tube on it. The button still seems to be pretty pliable. So, looks like it'd be just easy to take that manifold off. So we'll go ahead and pop that fuel line off of there. It's got one of them plastic elbows on it, so you got to be careful with that. me get you around over here so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. Now maybe you can see what I'm doing. I got kind of tough lighting in here. It's time is about 3:15 in the afternoon. So the sun's coming down, man. It really glares through these windows. It makes it good for working, but hard for filming. Okay, that's freed up. Okay, there's that. Long, looks like there's a long and a short. Long one goes in the back here. Okay. Looks like the bottom left hole on the linkage. You get a pen and mark that. In case I don't get back to it here right away. Put a little paint around that. Okay, and here's the carb. Put it over here on the bench. All right, let me get you over here. Alright, we'll go ahead and clean this up a little bit before we put in the sonic cleaner. Get the heat going on it. Use some of this nasty gas just to kind of clean the dust and cobwebs off the outside here. Boy, that's some nasty smelling gas. All right. There's that. So we're going. Feels kind of gummy. Yeah, she's pretty gummed up. Main jet here. I'm going to do a little pre-clean of these holes here before it goes in. Oh, she's right full of water. Get this gasket out of the way so I can get to that pin. Let's see if I got something I can tap that out with. Here's a little nail I've ground down to do just this. Let's see here. Just giving that emulsion tube a little spritz. See if we can't push that out. This idle jet. Stuff in your way there. Okay. I just center it up a little bit more here. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can shove that emulsion tube out of there. Let's see if I can get it started with a screwdriver. You don't want to move. Well, we'll throw her in the bath. And see if that'll loosen it up a little bit. Alrighty. Let's set this in the wash. We'll let that go for a while. Bring you back when we're done. Alright, it's through with the sonic cleaner. I'm going to have to listen to that air compressor, it won't shut off. So that's my next task, is to fix the valve on that. Just kind of doing a little rinse off here. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the switch on that. It builds up to 200 pounds, but it just keeps running and running. I don't know if the electrical switch is bad or we'll just have to deal with it another day. Okay. Zoom in just a little bit here. When we get too close, I won't be able to keep it in the screen. That'll be good. You can pretty much see everything. Alright, got a new bowl gasket. And so we'll put that on. Clean up this main jet. Just trying to get this little hole right here. It's kind of up at an angle there. That looks pretty good. It's going to be another cold night. Alright, I had a little bit of company, so I was fiddling around with the rest of this while we was waiting and visiting. Put the fuel shut-off valve in. I'll tip you up here so you can just see what's going on. See me. Kind of dark out now, so it's not a big deal with the lights. Alright. That one light is kind of blinding us. See if I can't scooch us around there. There we go. Alright. So kind of night got kind of messed up. But anyway, I took the shroud off and replaced the line to the primer, and I found a bolt that was missing on the shroud. I replaced or cleaned out the fuel shutoff valve, put that on. Had to reinstall had to take the electric start off, and it was kind of gummed up. It was working, but it was kind of growly, so I lubed up the Vindix on that, put that back on. And when I took the shroud off, I had to take half of the head bolts off, so I had to retorque the head, and just went online and said looked up torque specs for a H35 Tecumseh motor, and it was all over the web. 200 inch-pounds, I think, is what they said. So I got that on, and then let's see, what else did we do? Torque the head down. I think that's about it. Oh, I replaced all the fuel lines. There's a fuel line that runs between the flywheel and the head, or kind of under, not the head, but the cylinder. There's a little passageway, takes a 1/4 inch fuel line, and so I went ahead and replaced that, and did a little bit of lubing, went online and ordered the belt cover. Just went on eBay and got a used one, and it was wound up being a little over $40. New ones were $60 range. So I used one. It'll look fine on here. I looked up the serial number, and it's the first number of the serial number is the last number of the year, and so this was a 6. So and this serial number, the 4-digit serial number with a letter behind it went from 66 to 99, and so it could have been anywhere from a 66 to a 96. But then I looked up the model number on the snowblower itself, and with the model and the serial number, the blower is a 87. So the engine's an 86. It was made the year before it was assembled onto the blower. So that's how I come up with that. And I just looked online and Googled how to read a Tecumseh serial number. And there was a few web guys on there that told you how to decipher it out. The H35, I think, is horizontal shaft is the H, and 35 is a 3.5 horse, because it's not very big. I'm guessing there. I'd never found anything that absolutely said that was how it was. So if you know how to read that serial number, put it in the comments. Tell us we're all messed up. And but I did find a couple of articles on the actual serial number that said it. And this in here is 6120. So it's the 120th day of 86 is when it was made. And so that's kind of what that. I kind of sprayed a little lube on the chute. Still got the carburetor to build, but it's getting to be about dinner time. So I think I'm going to hold off on doing that, and we'll come out here Sunday and do that. It's going to start getting cold. Like I say, it was 9 below at 7:45 in the morning at the airport. Let's see where we are here now. Sun's down. It's 6 o'clock. 5 above. So that's Fahrenheit. 5 above. Afton Airport. So so it's going to get cold again tonight. Got the pellet stove full of pellets, and got some kind of goofy going on with my camera. It's got like a square around my face. Anyway, hopefully it's working. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back out here tomorrow and finish putting this together, and then I think the cover said it was going to be in like the 26th or the 28th, so we've got a week or so to do with that, and then I think this little one will be done. Tomorrow I'll flip it up into the maintenance position on its nose and check the friction disc and the friction wheel, make sure that's not all messed up, and don't have to do anything with the tires. It looks like it's got solid rubber tires on it. It's kind of a cute little snowblower. Yeah, I think it would do somebody good. And then we'll put it on the market when it's all said and done. Doesn't look like it's been abused too much. I'm looking at the skids. It looks like I got this skid on this side's wore through, but it's not completely wore off, so I'll take that skid off and run a little bead of weld along the where it's bent, and get that flattened back out. I don't know if the other side's that way or not. Oh, the other side's wore completely off. So I'll find a little strip of 3/4 inch stock, 1/8 by 3/4, and I'll just weld a new shoe on that side over there, and get that taken care of. But yeah, I was looking this up, and it had a deal. I don't know why you would do it, but in the parts diagram, it showed that you could take the blower head off and put a plow blade on it. A regular straight plow blade like you'd see like on a four-wheeler or a pickup truck or something. And I just can't imagine pushing snow with this little tiny snow blower. So that was pretty interesting. You know, it's like, and then I'm looking how it's mounted, and where these usually hinge, you can just undo the belt and just take the whole front off, and it leaves the drive pulley for the traction drive, leaves that on there, and then you slide this big blade unit. I don't know how wide the blade was. I didn't really look at it that close, but I thought, well, okay. You know, maybe they figured you could use it like a little bulldozer or something. You know, maybe moving gravel around or something. I think it's Toro has them modular deals where you've got the engine and you can put a snowblower on it, or you can do like a brush cutter. You know, I've seen them. What was that guy's channel? Garden Fork. Eric on Garden Fork. I think he had Toro or one of them sponsor him, and I had one of them modular setups. But this is kind of small for pushing snow or gravel or whatever. But you know, who knows? Who knows what they're thinking? But you know, it's 86 or 87, so we're 35 years old, something like that. My math in my head is working right. So, but anyway, we'll catch you in the morning. So it'll just be a couple of seconds for you guys, but go in and get some dinner and sit in front of the fire and kick back for the rest of the night. So we'll see you in a bit. Oh, excuse me. The pin don't want to go in there very well. Man, a sip of coffee here. There we go. Yep. It'll come off. Hands don't want to work very good this morning. There we go. Do a little pressure test on that. See, not holding. Try cleaning that seat out just a little bit. Let's see here. Let's see what I can find yet. New seat. There we are. What's got in my throat there? Lube on it. Goodness sakes. New seat in there. Oh, mercy. Where did the pin go? There it is. Pressure. Oh, the elbow's cracked. See right there? Got a crack in the elbow. So maybe put a little Q-bond on that. See if that'll seal up. All right. Clean this off good. put a little bit of this, the powder. This Cubone stuff works pretty good. It's got two powders, a black and a gray. Gray is for metal, black is for plastic. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of this. There's any left in it. And that crack. And then take a little bit of this glue. I think it's just like super glue. And we'll let that set there for a minute or so. And then we'll retest that. A little bit of this around the outside of that. Okay, hopefully that'll seal off. All right, I'll bring you back when that's set up. All right, I re-glued that elbow back on there. Okay, now what did I do with the linkage? Again, a hell of a time with that linkage. There it is. Okay. Put on there. Put on there. Looks like my hose is just a little bit long. Quarter of an inch too long. Alrighty. Let's get us a little bit of lube on that. Help it go in some. Linkage is all set. Pliers. Alright, that's gone good and tight. And let's see, the long one went in the back. Right here. So I'm going to sneak it by that linkage. there's that. Fish this primer line down through here. Looks a little better. Make sure it's not dragging on that choke spring or that governor spring. I think it's a little long too. I'll take an inch off or so. Okay, it's off the governor spring. I did recheck that pressure on that deal. It was holding 6 pounds, so that's all taken care of. All right, should put a little gasoline in this. Make sure we haven't got any leaks. I got just enough here, I think. Cord out from around your feet there. Okay, there's that. Turn on the valve. Okay, the valve looks like it's holding okay. Alright. Check the primer here. Yeah. Saw gas squirt in. Throttle's up. About 3/4 throttle. Little choke. All right, here we go. That doesn't sound good at all. Idle up just a little bit. to do something with that starter. Probably that emulsion tube I couldn't get out of there. Well, that's not good. All right, we're going to get back into this little snowblower, the Toro 35-120 or 35-121. So I think that's three and a half horse, 21 inch. And I've been using it. I went on eBay and got a belt cover. While I was using it, that snow, the powdered snow, would get in on the drive and the drive would slow down. But other than that, it worked pretty good. Had to change the fuel shutoff. It was leaking. And I made up some new skids. The old skids was wore right out the bottoms here. So I just took and welded on a piece of 1/8 by 3/4. Get there and get in the screen. There's nothing to it, just a one bead of weld right there and then bent the ends down. So I'll go ahead and get them mounted up. And then I think that'll be it. Like I say, I was going to buy a carburetor for it because it was surging a little bit, but the more I used it, the more that cleaned up, and I don't think I'll need it. But I've got the carburetor here if it gives me any grief. So we'll go ahead and get these mounted up, and then we'll call this one done. So I'll flip you down here. It's just nothing to it. It's just a couple of 1/2 inch carriage bolts. Stick through right here. If I'm by the bolt there. Like that. And then what I usually do is get like an 1/8 inch thick washer or piece of metal or something and stick under here. But it sounds like I got company. Be right back. Well, my company's gone, but they bought that snowblower. So I guess that's the end of that. And yeah, I just mounted them skids and they wanted to go out and we moved a little bit of snow with it, and he said he's in it. And so I got, what was it, 115 for that. And I was in it, I think I paid 20 something for the belt cover was all. And a little bit of time and welding. So yeah, I did okay. It was a donation to the shop. Been out in the bone pile for a couple of years, so yeah, I told her, you know, I says I'm still building it, you know, and he said that's all right. He's pretty handy, so he was happy with it. So it's kind of a scatterbrain video this time, but you know, go ahead and hit that subscribe and ring the bell, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks a lot.